To sell or not to sell, that is the problem. Hi, my name is Dustin Cooksey, and I am going to be speaking to you today about the hazards of using a cell phone while driving. My audience today is
Brad.
Marsha.
Angie.
Kathleen.
Nick.
use of a cell phone has become second nature. The vast majority of the population own or have access to one. Cell phone use has become so widespread that the people use them while at home, work, school, and even in their cars. The tendency to use cell phone while driving has become a serious problem. I know that you, the driver, think that you are in control, even though you may be talking on a cell phone, when in fact you're not, and it has become the leading cause of many car crashes. Cell phone drivers are dangerous. They are a menace on the road, and cell phones while driving should be banned. So everyone, please pay attention, hang up, and drive. I'm a volunteer firefighter, and I have answered many car accidents. Many of them is because of the use of a cell phone while driving. I will be discussing the usage of a cell phone while driving. First, I will provide research that shows that the use of a cell phone increases the risk of being involved in a crash. Second, the solution to the problem to ban the use of a cell phone while driving. Third, I will help you visualize how there will be a drop in the number of accidents by banning the use of a cell phone, therefore making the roads a lot safer and saving lives. Fourth, I will discuss a list of recommendations for what you can do to educate the public and about the need to ban cell phones. Now let's start by asking how many of you in the audience drive while using a cell phone. Better yet, how many of you have come close to being in an accident because using a cell phone? The use of a cell phone greatly increases the risk of being involved in an accident. The American Automobile Association in 2009 found studies that have analyzed the cell phone records and crashes, and using cell phones while driving is associated with roughly quadrupling of the crash risk. In addition, according to 2003 study of Harvard Center of Risk Analysis, cell phone use at the wheel leads to 6% of the car crashes, resulting in 330,000 injuries, 12,000 of them serious, 2,600 of them fatal. The latest data from the National Highway Traffic Administration estimates 11% of the population at any moment during the day use a cell phone while driving. The Insurance Institute for Highway Safety also found that many unexpected things can happen to drivers at all times. A car can swerve in front of you, a tire can blow out, and a child or an animal can run out in front of you. Reacting in a safe manner requires both hands on the wheel, and by having a cell phone in your hands will make you not ready to react to a split-second hazard. The Institute also found research by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration found that cognitive distraction is significant even to degrade a driver's performance by having drivers miss key visual and audio cues needed to avoid a crash. A study by Carnegie University found that driving while using a cell phone reduces the amount of brain activity associated with driving by 37%, as noted in Mitchell in an article entitled Effects of Using Cell Phones While Driving. There are not many good things that can be said about talking on a cell phone while driving. While it may be convenient for catching up with a friend or conducting business, the danger outweighs the benefits. So let's talk about what can be done to alleviate the problem of using cell phones while driving. What I want from you, the members of the audience, is to consider which I have spoke about to hang up your phone while driving. My proposal is to have the state legislature enact laws banning the use of cell phones while driving, but at the very least educate the public in the importance of not talking on a cell phone while driving. Not talking on a cell phone while driving will help reduce the number of car crashes and help save lives. According to Nationwide's 2009 study titled Americans Distracted While Driving, there is strong public support for legislations to restrict cell phone usage while driving. In an article from the American Automobile Association 2009, the Governor's Highway Safety Association has completed a list of recommendations to address the problems of the use of a cell phone. The association would like to see federal government fund research to develop effective methods for enforcing cell phone bans already in place. Fund the media campaign to alert the public to the dangers of distracted driving, and to develop a model model policies of employers encouraging them to ban cell phones use by all employees driving for business purposes. Then an article in the USA Today said by lobbying your legislatures you can convenience them to introduce bills restricting cell phone use. 4 states, Georgia, Idaho, North Carolina, and Texas, are considering banning all types of cell phones use, including hands-free. Now that we have discussed what can be done to correct the problem of using the cell phone while driving, let's visualize what our life would be like if cell phones were banned. Imagine a world where drivers would exhibit less distracted driving behavior on the road, thereby reducing the number of crashes. It would be much safer on the road for you, your children, your friends, and your family. There would be a significant reduction in the loss of life because there would be no cell phone drivers. This sounds like a world that would benefit us all. There is research to show that the use of a cell phone while driving increases the risk of being involved in a crash. The solution to an ongoing problem is to ban the use of a cell phone while driving. By banning the cell phone use, it will make the road safer and ultimately save lives. Lobby your legislatures to enact legislation banning the use of a cell phone. Driving while using a cell phone has become a serious problem. The time has come to make the road safer by banning the use of a cell phone behind the wheel. So how about it? In order to help you, the driver, pay full attention, hang up, and drive. For most people, driving seems to be second nature, and they take it for granted. Their ability to motivate from one destination to another. Drivers must be careful and responsible in their driving habits. Drivers must realize that it only takes one wrong move and a lapse in judgment, consideration, and attention to cause an accident. It is time to hang up the phone while on the road so as not to risk our life and the lives of other drivers and passengers. Thank you for your attention. Is there any questions?
Would you say that it's mostly adults or teenagers involved while using their cell phones in accidents?
Teenagers, because it's most likely teenagers are using cell phones while driving.
Do you notice that there are more accidents after doing your research, that there are more accidents related to people texting or just general cell phone use?
I would say texting because most of the people aren't really using cell phones because police are looking and stuff like that. So, but anything other than that, I haven't done it this time.
Okay.
It's the same. That's it.
Okay.